tags. Obviously, March 5th is the date that teams have to designate a certain player for the franchise tags. You boys both took me on a franchise tag lesson before we started the podcast today. Mm-hmm. One of the notable names, I think, and is someone that you mentioned a few weeks ago with Tee Higgins. Tee Higgins, you said you wanted him to go where, Christian? You were like,
Chiefs.
Man, the Chiefs. Yeah, go get Tee Higgins. Well, Cincinnati has basically said, no, you're not getting him. We're putting a franchise tag on him. He's getting paid for 1 year. He's getting paid $21.8 million.
Yep.
He's not happy about it. Why is he not happy about making $21.8 million?
Because you only get 1 year on a franchise tag, so you don't have a long-term contract.
Security's not there.
There's no long-term security. So Tee Higgins could make $21.8 million this year, but he could have a career-ending injury, and he has no guaranteed money past that. So that's why they don't like the franchise tag. Gabe, let's run through a couple players. I want to get your thoughts on will they not get franchise tag. Really, a lot of them are running backs again this year.
And you know what I'm going to say to most of them? No.
Yeah.
No.
Saquon Barkley, does he get tagged again?
No.
Josh Jacobs, does he get tagged
No.
again? Tony Pollard, does he get tagged again? Who else is up for
Austin Eckler?
Austin Eckler definitely not getting tagged. There's more players that are obviously talking about.
There's some big name running backs, though.
There's big name free agents in general.
Why don't y'all tell everybody how they come to a $21.8 million franchise tag?
It's basically the top 10 guys at that position. They average their per year earnings out, and then they give them that. That's the tag, and then you will make that amount of money. And that's the other part they hate about it is like you could be the best at your position. If you get tagged, you're just going to make that. Even though you could, if you were an unrestricted free agent, you could make $30 million. But the problem is $30 million per year. Say you're Justin Jefferson.
Yeah.
Right? If they tagged you, you can only make 21.8. That's your earning power.
You're being underpaid. Yeah.
You're being underpaid.
Yep.
And you cannot do anything if they give you the tag.
Right. There's no negotiating.
You can't do anything.
No.
So, like, if they give you the tag and they say, hey, sign it, you either sign it or you don't play.
Right.
That's what happened with Le'Veon Bell.
Right.
Le'Veon Bell when he was with the Steelers, and that's why he sat out.
Poo-pooed his career.
$62.5 million with the Jets, and he
never did anything again.
But he did get his contract, though. I'll give him that.
He did. So there will obviously be more to talk about in the coming weeks on just free agency in general. Combine's coming up next week. But franchise tag's always interesting to me because you know the players hate it.
Tee Higgins, though, is an interesting one because I know that the salary cap went up at a record $30 million.
$30 million,
to $255 million. I saw since it's been 30 years, over 30 years, the salary cap's gone up $221 million.
Yep.
That's unfathomable.
2021, it was 188.
That's absolutely nuts.
After the COVID year, it was 188.
I figured that after they sort of cleared up that space, maybe Tee Higgins could get on a 2-year,
Long-term
3-year deal, but they ended up tagging him anyway.
Yeah.
But they know they have to pay Jamar. They have Joe on the books.
Yeah.
And even in this day and age, to have 3 big-ass contracts be quarterback, wide receiver
at all $20 million
I don't think that's smart. That would not be a smart business decision.
I would imagine what they're going to do is they're going to let Tyler Boyd walk in free agency. They obviously tag T. I would put good amount of money on they're going to draft a receiver early this year.
Yeah.
And try to get another running mate for Jamar Chase, first or second round pick on a receiver. Allow him to work under Jamar and T.
It is kind of a shame for T, though.
It is because T.
He's a $25 million plus per year wide receiver.
Right, for sure. But I mean, you go out there and you have a good year, then you go make yourself more money.
It's kind of a shame for T, though, because it's like he's $25 million plus, but the problem is his running mate probably when he signs his extension going to be the highest paid wide receiver.
Right.
How many times can a organization tag you like that?
I think you can't do back-to-back. I think
it's twice.
Is it twice? You can be tagged back-to-back?
Because Dak had that, and Kirk Cousins, I think,
Kirk did. Dak did not.
Oh, yeah, because they re-upped him. But Kirk got tagged twice.
Get tagged
but if you get tagged twice, the money goes up.
It goes
money
way
increases
up. It goes way
substantially. And all of that money is for a cap hit that year.
Right.
So teams don't like to tag him twice.
No, because
unless they're in a bind like they were with Kirk when he was in Washington.
Right. I think it almost is like the average, and then I think they add maybe like 25 to 40% on top of it. It's something you become basically the highest paid player at your position, no questions asked if you're double tagged.
So I'll say this about all these running backs because I don't think any of them are going to get paid, but Josh Jacobs, who led the league in rushing 2 years ago. Saquon, who at his peak has been one of the best running backs in the league. Derrick Henry's still out there. He's not going to get tagged. Austin Eckler and Tony Pollard. Like, my God.
Good running backs.
I mean, this is a hell of a running back class. And I'm not going to say, like, oh, they're going to get paid a whole bunch of money, but I wonder what the market reacts to with all 5 of those guys being on the open market. Because I would imagine a few of them are going to have some bidding wars for them.
Yeah.
And they may be able to drive up the price a tad
Yeah, I would say 2 of those.
We'll get more than the tag.
2 of those.
The tag number.
Yeah, the tag's like maybe
12.1.
Is it 12.1?
Yeah.
Oh, it went up a good bit then.
Yeah.
I would say 2 of them will probably get between 14 and 16.
Okay.
Probably Saquon and Josh Jacobs.
What about Derek?
Dude, Derek's weird. He's got a lot of tread. He's 30. I see Derek's a 1-year deal.
You know what I would
guy.
do, though, for all these? If you're just like, oh, best landing spot for all these guys.
The Cowboys?
Ravens.
That's fair.
Keep going. Ravens.
You're right.
Every single one of these guys. I think the Ravens need to capitalize on one of them, whoever
They have
it
to.
is.
They have to. 100%.
And I think Derrick Henry would be, for a couple of years with that roster, alongside Lamar would be terrifying.
I would love Derrick Henry to the Cowboys.
Derrick Henry to the Cowboys. Okay.
Any of them. Saquon, Josh Jacobs, Derrick Henry, any of them. Not Tony Pollard.
Saquon will be an interesting one to the Ravens, though, because of the pass catching out of the backfield.
Right.
I don't think he'd be very helpful.
Yeah, I think he could be more utilized, and they need more weaponry receiving. So.
I guess with the Ravens, I'd say Tony and Austin Eckler maybe to the side compared to the other guys.
Yeah, they need someone who's going to run between the tackles.
Yes.
Derrick Henry would. Derrick Henry is like a plug and play fit for the Ravens. If you could design a running back to
for
play
the Ravens system.
For the Ravens, it's them.